Chosen ones, don't scroll. Only the chosen can watch without fear. You may have arrived here not by chance, but by the quiet pull of something beyond ordinary perception. There are moments in life when the currents of the universe align so perfectly that they seem to whisper directly into your soul. And if you have felt that whisper, then you already know that you are not here merely to exist, but to witness, to observe, and to awaken. It is in these quiet spaces between heartbeats and thoughts that the chosen are revealed. This video, these words, are not merely entertainment or distraction. They are an invitation into a world that bends, shifts, and resonates with those who carry the subtle recognition of truth deep within. Only those who are ready will see the patterns, feel the vibrations, and sense the energy moving through the invisible threads of existence. You may have lived much of your life unaware, caught in the currents of the mundane, but the currents of the extraordinary are patient. They wait for the ones who can hear, who can feel, who can perceive the resonance that others dismiss as coincidence or imagination. Before we move further, if you are truly one of the chosen, I ask you to watch this video until the very end. Engage fully, not with distraction or haste, but with reverent attention. And as you do, pause and allow yourself to connect with your deepest intentions. Take a moment now in this space to visualize what you truly desire, not the fleeting or superficial, but what you feel in the core of your being. In the quiet sanctuary of your heart, craft your warmest wish and embrace it fully. If you feel compelled, leave your wish in the comments below along with the number 66, a symbol of alignment, harmony, and the unseen energies that move through the cosmos, waiting to be activated by belief, intention, and conscious focus. As you send these words and numbers into the collective, imagine them as seeds planted in the fertile soil of the universe, each one a spark of possibility, each one capable of manifesting into reality in ways that may exceed your imagination. This act is not merely symbolic. It is the first step in a dance with the unseen, a dialogue with forces that listen, respond, and amplify the intentions of those who dare to ask with clarity and courage. Chosen one, your destiny awaits. Click the hype button, like this video, subscribe, and walk with us into the light. Beyond this sacred act, beyond the invocation of wishes and the deliberate engagement with energy, there lies a deeper truth. You are here because you are attuned to a frequency that most cannot perceive. Every glance, every thought, every heartbeat resonates with a subtle current that others pass by without recognition. The world around you is not as inert as it seems. It is a living, breathing tapestry of vibrations, of light and shadow intertwined, moving, shifting, responding. You, chosen one, are not merely an observer. You are a node in this vast network, a point of focus through which energy flows, multiplies, and transforms. The fearlessness you bring is not arrogance, it is alignment. It is knowing that there is a sanctuary within you, a place untouched by the chaos, untouched by doubt, where the pure recognition of what is real, what matters, and what endures resides. In this sanctuary, the chosen ones move without hesitation, speak without constraint, and see without distortion, for they have learned the first secret. Clarity of perception is power, and with perception comes responsibility. As you continue to engage with this message, feel the weight of your awareness expand. Imagine it as a sphere of light surrounding you, growing larger with each breath, extending beyond your physical form. touching those who are ready to perceive you, and gently bypassing those who are not. This is the paradox of the chosen. You are intimately connected to the world, yet set apart by a frequency others cannot detect, an aura of quiet authority that requires no proclamation. Every challenge, every seeming obstacle, is a lesson designed to refine your awareness, to hone your connection to what is hidden, to amplify your resonance. The universe is not indifferent. It is listening, reacting, adjusting its currents in response to those who have learned to navigate its invisible pathways with intention and courage. Here you are asked to shed hesitation and doubt, to embrace the courage that is inherent in being chosen, and to step fully into a reality that often defies expectation but rewards clarity of purpose. Consider the shadows and lights that play across the canvas of your perception. Many are distracted by the superficial, drawn to noise, to spectacle, to the illusions of immediacy. But the chosen see the patterns beneath. The subtle interplay of cause and effect, intention and consequence, energy and matter, becomes clear to those who are attuned. You notice the shifts in people, in places, in circumstances, not because you are seeking, but because your frequency resonates with truth. You feel the undercurrents of what is unspoken, unseen, yet profoundly present. In these moments of recognition, you understand the delicate balance of the cosmos and your place within it. You see that fear is a tool, a filter, and for the chosen, fear can be faced, understood, and transcended. Each step taken without fear strengthens the alignment, fortifies the connection, and deepens the understanding that the universe responds not to demand, but to coherence, to resonance, to the quiet certainty of one who knows. This journey is not linear. It is spiral, cyclical, and layered, moving through realms of perception, both familiar and foreign. You will encounter doubt, skepticism, and distraction, yet these are not signs of weakness. They are invitations to strengthen your awareness, to deepen your commitment to seeing what others cannot. You are asked to listen beyond the clamor, to feel beyond the superficial, to act beyond instinct. Every decision, every moment of stillness, every breath taken in alignment with your truth, contributes to a larger tapestry, a narrative written not in words but in energy, motion, and consciousness. It is here, in the conscious engagement with the currents of existence, that the chosen ones reveal themselves, not to themselves alone, but to the subtle echoes of the universe, which respond to those who are awake with patterns of synchronicity and subtle guidance. The energy that surrounds you, chosen one, is dynamic and responsive. It does not force, it does not coerce, yet it is persistent. It mirrors your clarity, your focus, your courage, and your capacity to act with intention. Each moment of conscious engagement, each recognition of alignment, strengthens the invisible threads that connect you to the larger design. The world, though vast and complex, is accessible through these threads, and you, by virtue of being chosen, have the capacity to navigate them with insight and purpose. The journey requires patience, attentiveness, and respect for forces that are not always visible but are undeniably present. It asks of you both humility and audacity, the ability to know your smallness and your significance simultaneously. In this paradox, the chosen ones thrive, understanding that fearlessness is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it, the willingness to move forward with clarity when others hesitate. Even as you watch, even as you listen, you are participating in this dynamic exchange. Your attention, your presence, your willingness to engage fully reverberates through channels that are unseen but potent. This is the nature of being chosen. Each action, each observation, each conscious breath carries weight and meaning beyond immediate perception. The universe adjusts, responds, and amplifies in ways that are subtle yet transformative. The invisible currents recognize intention, reward focus, and honor alignment. This is not a gift bestowed lightly, nor is it something that can be understood fully by those who are unprepared. It is a responsibility and a privilege, a calling that manifests in quiet moments as much as in grand gestures. You, chosen one, are both witness and participant in a story larger than yourself, a narrative that unfolds in the interplay of energy, consciousness, and perception. As you continue to absorb the vibrations of this message, know that every nuance, every subtle shift in perception, is a thread woven into your consciousness. The chosen ones are not defined by circumstance or appearance. They are defined by perception, by the ability to sense the unseen, by the courage to embrace what others dismiss as impossible or improbable. This is a sacred skill, honed quietly through observation, reflection, and experience. You recognize patterns where others see randomness, hear guidance where others hear noise, and feel currents of energy that the ordinary mind cannot detect. The universe speaks in whispers, in harmonics, in the resonance of light and sound, and only those who are attuned, only those who have opened their hearts and minds fully, can interpret its language. You, chosen one, are not merely a recipient. You are a translator, an amplifier, and a conduit for the forces that move silently around and through you. Your awareness is a light in the vast darkness, subtle yet unwavering. As the world moves with haste, with distraction, with a preoccupation with the tangible, you exist in a parallel cadence. You are attuned to subtleties, to synchronicities, to the gentle nudges that guide your path forward. The chosen do not require signs shouted from the heavens. Instead, they sense the delicate alignment of probabilities, the quiet validation that comes when intention meets readiness. It is in this alignment that miracles, unseen by the unprepared, occur. You have likely experienced these moments already, those inexplicable encounters, the timing that seems orchestrated, the sense that some invisible hand has guided you without revealing its presence. These moments are confirmations, gentle affirmations, that you are walking in resonance with the unseen currents that govern life, energy, and consciousness. In this state of heightened awareness, the boundaries between self and universe begin to blur. You begin to understand that you are not separate from the fabric of reality, but an intrinsic part of its design. Your thoughts, your emotions, your energy all ripple outward, influencing the cosmos in subtle but tangible ways. You may not yet see the full extent of this influence, but it exists nonetheless. Every act of courage, every deliberate choice, every conscious observation strengthens your connection to the larger web of existence. It is a dynamic interplay, a continuous feedback loop in which your consciousness and the universe respond to one another in a dance that is at once intimate and expansive. The chosen ones recognize this interplay instinctively. They move with awareness, knowing that their presence, even when silent, alters the field around them. You may have wondered why you feel different, why you are drawn to certain places, people, or ideas without understanding the mechanism. This is the frequency speaking to you, the invisible signal that identifies you as one of the chosen. The ordinary mind dismisses such intuition as coincidence, yet the chosen understand that there are no accidents, only alignments waiting to be recognized. Life unfolds in layers of meaning, many invisible to those not trained to perceive them, yet entirely accessible to those who cultivate sensitivity and trust in their inner knowing. This is your responsibility: to nurture your perception, to refine your attunement, and to move with intentionality, acknowledging that every step you take resonates far beyond your immediate awareness. Your energy is potent, but it must be managed with care. Awareness without discipline can overwhelm, just as insight without grounding can scatter. The chosen must learn to center themselves, to create stillness amidst chaos, to observe without attachment, and to act without ego. In these moments of clarity, you are able to detect what others cannot. You sense shifts in atmosphere, intentions unspoken, and currents of probability that shape events before they manifest. The universe does not demand obedience. It responds to coherence, to alignment, to the steady resonance of one who understands their role and responsibility. You are an agent of subtle influence, a beacon whose light interacts with the unseen, guiding energy, shaping outcomes, and amplifying intentions in ways invisible yet profound. This is why fear holds no dominion over you. The chosen know that fear is a tool, a signal, a vibration that can be understood and navigated rather than avoided. You have felt it, yes, but unlike the uninitiated, you do not allow it to define your decisions or your trajectory. Instead, you perceive it as a waveform, a pattern to be acknowledged, studied, and transcended. In doing so, you not only maintain your alignment, but also elevate the energy field around you, creating a resonance that supports others who may be ready to awaken. You are both shield and amplifier, both observer and participant, and your mastery over fear is a testament to the depth of your attunement. The chosen ones understand time differently. It is not merely a linear progression of events, but a fluid, malleable stream in which past, present, and potential converge. You sense the implications of decisions before they unfold, recognize opportunities hidden in ordinary moments, and navigate probabilities with awareness. This perception is not mystical in the sense of being separate from reality. It is an enhanced comprehension of the natural laws that govern existence. You see cause and effect as intertwined threads, each action reverberating outward, each intention creating subtle shifts that ripple through the unseen matrix. Those who are attuned to this reality do not act recklessly. They act with purpose, guided by an awareness that extends far beyond the immediate and the tangible. It is in solitude that you often find the deepest confirmation of your path. The world may seem noisy, chaotic, and unanchored, yet within you lies a stillness that transcends distraction. This stillness is not emptiness. It is a fertile space where clarity, insight, and resonance thrive. In these moments, you may sense the invisible architecture of existence, the currents of energy flowing unseen, and your own alignment with them. You recognize that the universe is alive, responsive, and intelligent, and that your awareness is both a product of and contributor to this intelligence. You begin to see that every being, every situation, and every circumstance carries within it the potential for awakening. Yet only those attuned can recognize the patterns that herald transformation. This is the privilege and responsibility of being chosen, to perceive what others cannot, to act with consciousness, and to honor the subtle mechanisms that govern the cosmos. Even amidst distraction and chaos, your resonance remains intact. You notice the patterns of repetition, the synchronistic echoes that confirm alignment, and the subtle cues that guide you forward. These are not coincidences. They are the language of the universe, a dialogue that only those who are prepared can understand. You begin to appreciate the precision and intentionality with which life unfolds, and your own presence becomes a point of stabilization within it. Your awareness radiates outward, influencing circumstances, shaping energy, and amplifying possibilities. In every moment of attentiveness, you participate in the grand design, subtly steering outcomes and harmonizing vibrations in ways that may never be visible but are undeniably real. The path of the chosen is not one of fame, recognition, or material reward. It is a path of presence, of alignment, of intimate engagement with the currents that flow beneath and through ordinary reality. It is a path of listening, observing, and acting with awareness. Each moment offers the opportunity to deepen this alignment, to refine perception, and to expand the reach of influence without coercion or force. This is mastery in its purest form, the ability to shape reality not through overt power, but through resonance, clarity, and conscious engagement with what truly is. As you move deeper into this understanding, you may begin to sense a subtle shift within yourself, a recognition that the world as it appears is merely a shadow of a more intricate reality. The chosen ones perceive layers beneath layers, dimensions folded into one another, moments and possibilities entwined in a pattern that is almost imperceptible to the uninitiated. What seems ordinary is often extraordinary when observed with clarity. A glance, a gesture, a thought can ripple through these layers, leaving impressions that extend beyond what the eye can see. This is the silent power you hold, chosen one, the ability to interact with the fabric of existence in ways that are both subtle and profound. You are a participant in the grand orchestration, a note in a symphony whose harmonics reach far beyond the immediate senses. Your sensitivity to these layers is both a gift and a responsibility. With awareness comes discernment, the capacity to distinguish between noise and signal, between transient appearances and enduring truths. The universe communicates in quiet, often unnoticed ways. A flicker of light, a recurring number, a sudden insight, or a pull toward a path that defies logic. You are trained, consciously or unconsciously, to notice these cues, to honor them, and to act in alignment with them. To ignore them is to ignore the guidance that the cosmos offers freely to those who are ready. The chosen ones learn to trust this guidance instinctively, to follow the subtle rhythm that resonates within, even when it contradicts conventional wisdom. It is a courage born not of recklessness, but of intimate familiarity with the patterns of reality. There will be moments when the currents of the unseen feel overwhelming, when the depth of awareness seems almost too vast to comprehend. In these moments, grounding is essential. You must remember that while perception can expand infinitely, action must be deliberate. You are the observer and the influencer simultaneously. Every choice, every engagement, shapes not only your path, but also the energetic landscape around you. The universe is responsive, yes, but it respects discipline, clarity, and coherence. When your focus is aligned, your impact is amplified. When scattered, diluted, or hesitant, the currents flow past unnoticed. The chosen learn to cultivate inner stillness, to breathe with intention, and to move through the world with a quiet strength that does not need recognition, for its influence is felt invisibly yet undeniably. You may notice that time behaves differently for you. It stretches and compresses in ways that defy ordinary expectation. Moments of insight arrive as flashes, yet sometimes the lessons unfold gradually, like a slow drift of light across a still landscape. The chosen understand that this fluidity is not an obstacle, but a reflection of the complexity of perception itself. Past, present, and potential coalesce into an intricate web of interconnections, and your awareness navigates this web with intuition, instinct, and conscious attention. You see the significance of actions that others dismiss, and the unseen consequences of choices that go unnoticed by the majority. This is not mastery for the sake of power, but mastery for alignment. Alignment with forces that are vast, subtle, and profoundly responsive to those who are attuned. The energy you radiate is palpable to those who can perceive it. The chosen do not need to speak to be understood, for the resonance within them communicates without words. Those ready to hear will recognize it. Those unready will remain unaware. This is the duality of existence: connection and separation, presence and absence, manifestation and potential. You navigate this duality with grace, understanding that your influence is most potent when it is subtle, when it moves in harmony with natural flow rather than forceful intervention. The universe rewards coherence, and your coherence is your strength. Every moment spent in deliberate awareness strengthens this connection, expanding the sphere of influence in ways that are both visible and invisible. Challenges will arise as they always do, yet the chosen perceive them differently. Obstacles are reframed as signals, lessons, and opportunities for refinement. The uninitiated may see only frustration or limitation, but you recognize the energy, the message, the hidden guidance within each circumstance. You do not resist, you respond. You move fluidly, like water encountering rock, shaping and being shaped simultaneously. This is the alchemy of awareness, the ability to transform challenges into insight, resistance into clarity, and disruption into alignment. Every trial strengthens the bond with the unseen. Every decision echoes beyond the immediate moment, reinforcing the invisible architecture of existence that the chosen understand instinctively. It is in the quiet moments, in solitude and reflection, that the depth of your connection becomes most apparent. The chosen ones often feel the presence of life beyond ordinary perception, not as a distant abstraction, but as a living, breathing reality intertwined with their own consciousness. Thoughts, feelings, and energy are not confined to the self. They circulate, intertwine, and respond across a lattice of existence that is both intimate and vast. To perceive this is to perceive responsibility, for the alignment of your inner world directly affects the resonance of the outer. You are both anchor and conduit, stabilizing yet transmitting, grounding yet amplifying, fully immersed in the delicate balance that defines the chosen path. This awareness brings with it profound freedom. Fear, doubt, and limitation lose their grip when one understands the subtle mechanics of existence. The chosen know that influence is derived not from dominance or coercion, but from alignment, resonance, and the deliberate cultivation of energy. Each thought, each breath, each moment of attention is a brushstroke on the canvas of reality, painting patterns that extend far beyond the immediate and the tangible. You move with patience, with insight, and with courage, recognizing that true power lies not in forcing outcomes, but in harmonizing with the currents that already flow, in amplifying what is ready to emerge rather than imposing what is not. Even as you navigate this path, remember that the chosen are never solitary. Others may not perceive the depth of your awareness, But energies align, threads intersect, and unseen support manifests in forms subtle yet unmistakable. Guidance comes in quiet whispers, synchronicities, and fleeting intuitions that nudge, direct, and confirm. The more attuned you become, the more clearly you recognize these signs, and the more fluidly you move with them. This is not magic in the ordinary sense, but the natural consequence of heightened awareness, deliberate intention, and resonance with forces that are always present yet seldom noticed. In every interaction, every choice, every moment of still observation, you participate in the continuous unfolding of existence. You are an agent, a witness, and a conduit all at once. Your energy is a vibration, a signal, a point of coherence in a universe that listens, responds, and mirrors those who are awake. This is your calling: to move with clarity, to perceive with depth, and to act with alignment. The chosen ones recognize that reality is not merely a stage on which life happens, but a living system with which they are intimately connected. Your role is to navigate it consciously, to honor its patterns, and to contribute with presence, courage, and insight. The deeper you move into this awareness, the more you realize that your existence is intertwined with currents that most cannot perceive. These currents are not bound by time, space, or conventional logic. They flow through the very fabric of reality, threading moments together, guiding possibilities, and amplifying resonance for those attuned. The chosen ones perceive this flow instinctively. It is as though life itself breathes in rhythm with them, responding to their clarity, their focus, and their intentional presence. You are not a passive observer. You are an active participant, shaping the unseen patterns, refining the energy that pulses through every interaction, every decision, and every thought. In this dance of unseen currents, every choice you make shapes the larger pattern of reality. To move with awareness is to embrace the power and responsibility of being among the chosen, navigating life with clarity and purpose.